Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on Ivern in the jungle. He has a few really strong upsides. Number one is his invade. It's a long range snare that you and your allies can dash to, so really powerful. Another thing is he can full clear at 305 to 310. If you don't have it very optimized, it'll be about 310, but if you have it hyper optimized, you can finish around 3.5, which is kind of crazy. So we're gonna land our snare. I ghosted because I wanted extensions. And now we can pressure the Ash stun as well. My snare's on cooldown. I need to get back into my own jungle. I guess I could start on his red buff here. That wouldn't be a bad start by any means. They should just go to the try. Some people forget you can't leash Ivern, so they just instinctually kind of follow you into your jungle. But yeah, you can't leash for Ivern at all. So yeah, generally you do want to look for that invade. We're going to go ahead and charm these. Then we're going to head over to our blue and Gromp. Hello, Mr. Blue Buff. And you can certainly throw your snare and hop around. You will bleed mana though, so if you end up running into the enemy jungler, things can get kind of weird. Yeah, certainly you can key over the wall, charm, run across, but every time you charm a camp, it costs you HP and mana. So like I said, if you do end up running into the enemy jungler super early on, using your Q to hop around too much can have its downsides, and using your Q too much, you can also end up running out of mana as well. Here, I'll hop over. We get the charm, and we'll head back over it. Now, you could smite red buff. However, saving it can actually be better because you can have red buff for longer. It's damage on your autos, more healing, and obviously you get the slow. So that's one reason why you may not want to end up doing that. We'll go ahead and get our E now. We want to max E first, Q second, and W last. And plus, the lower in health you are, the more camps heal you whenever you kill the large monster in the camp. So by not taking red buff and missing out on that healing, you can get more health out of this. And then we're going to go ahead and smite the Krugs. That is the plan. I'm going to go ahead and just hop over the wall. And this is how Ivern can consistently do 310 leashless full clears, because obviously you can't get a leash. Something he has going for him. Completely unoptimized. Literally anyone can do this clear, whether you're Iron or Challenger. Another point into our E. We can look for an invade or look to gank. Potential gank mid. I want to go kind of mess with Gragas. I have red buff autos plus bush autos. Alright, he's not over. He must have started on his top side. We'll go ahead and grab Scuttle then. He's bot right now. I'll go ahead and smite that. I wish I had Ghost to run this guy down. Your bush gives you vision. You do have to stand still for a moment to cast it. We'll go ahead and snare him. Put an E on ourselves. We eat a little bit late to where we didn't get him with the slow. Either way though, I don't think we were going to be able to kill him. See, Gragas is still bot side. I'll go ahead and get a charm down. You don't want to be in a rush to recall an Ivern, because first back you want to get Lucids and Darksil. Lucids are super cracked on Ivern. Trying to keep vision of this so I know where the Gragas is at. See him bot side. See if his Krugs are up. Yeah, he's on his Krugs right now. I can go ahead and just take this then. Futures market will help us get our Lucid Darksil back here in a moment. We can borrow a big chunk of gold. Really have nothing to farm or gank right now. I could go bot lane here in a moment. Just kind of waiting. Might be able to kill the Ashe. I don't think she has flash. I'm going to go ahead and get my ghost down. Bush into E snare. We get the double slow on them. Another bush for the empowered auto attacks. Shen autos blocked a lot there, or I should say the Shen circle. He's getting chunked though. A lot of people don't realize how much damage Ivern autos do. Look, we're doing an extra 33 damage. Kaisa has 100 AD, right? At 57 plus 33, so I'm at 90. She's already spent a bunch of gold, and I haven't spent any gold into actual items yet. It's like Ivern base damage is actually crazy high if you can just stand there and auto them. As long as you've been in a bush within the last 3 seconds, all of your autos will be empowered. So obviously if I'm sitting there standing in it, everything's empowered. We'll go ahead and pick up oracles. I'm going to keep pathing towards my bot side. Ganking for Braum is turbo easy. Ganking Nasus mid is actually kind of hard, believe it or not. He has so much self-healing that it's very challenging. I've made videos on Nasus mid, kind of how to play it. Well, I might be able to do it now. Also have a gank top side we could look for. Mord gets hard countered by GP. GP can orange the Mord R. Get another point into our E. Yep, there's the orange. It looks like he gets to keep the stats though, which is kind of cool. We get him with our EQ. Nice, nice, nice. We get an assist. So that's a dark seal right there. So you may say, oh, that was a waste of time to gank. He didn't need you. Sure, he didn't need me, but imagine if Gragas was there. And even if Gragas isn't there, we got a dark seal stack. And Vague's dead. That's not pretty. Oh, looks like he took my Raptors. What a stinker. Yeah, I actually took my Raps. What a butthole. I'm going to charm down these camps. I'm going to save my smite since Drag's up, Scuttle's coming up, and I want to see if I can take his Raptors in retaliation. You know, I'll get Nasus here. We can get him with our slow. 60% slow per 2 seconds is kind of nuts. Slow gets higher per level. I'm assuming this isn't warded, but I just don't know. We're going to walk him down with Eon for the slow. Now that he's slowed, we throw out Snare and it lands, autoing him from Bush. Vague should press R here. I don't know why Vague didn't go in for the R. That should have been a free kill. Vague saving R for next game, I suppose. R and Flash, why not? Maybe he didn't realize how much damage we were going to be doing. His shield is doing almost 200 a pop. Gragas may come for me here. Someone needs to pick up this free blue buff. Whenever you take blue or red, after your first ones, you get these free ones for your allies. I'll go ahead and ghost for this. We can land the snare. We need the bush damage. I gave him that shield. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Yep. You can throw out Daisy and try to get her on him, but probably won't be able to. Might be able to do Dragon off that, though. Can pick up some fruits. Get Daisy in on drag. She can tank perma. I can shield her as well. Daisy applies full damage from the shield. So, putting E on Daisy is often your best bet if that's what the enemies are focusing. That way you can control Daisy to land that big AoE damage. Even if the shield breaks, you're still getting the damage, so pretty strong. First drag for us, very nice. Have nothing to gank though. Just play for Draxel win con. We'll let Mord be. He's hard winning. I can cross through mid. After what I saw out of Vagar, though, I'm so disappointed. I don't know if he was laggy or if his cat jumped on his lap, but what happened was unacceptable. He just refused to press R, refused to press flash. Just let Nasus walk away. I'd rather play for my Braum. My Braum seems like he knows what's up. Charm all this stuff. We can then look for a recall or possibly scuttle. Could go mid or top. Not necessarily easy ganking for this Mord though, since it's GP. Oh, it's warded. Snare him out. We need to get Daisy on him. Get him away from us, guaranteed. It's not worth dying. Daisy has a very short cooldown. If you can keep her alive, the cooldown starts from when you first cast her, not from when she dies, so you can kind of just keep her around indefinitely. He should take this free red buff. A lot of people don't realize it, so you need to ping it out for them like I'm doing there. Otherwise, they're just something people don't think about. No one plays Ivern. It's free red buff though. A lot of healing, a lot of damage, big slow. Go ahead and smite this and then kill this. So everything's in a nice little vertical clear, or a nice full clear for me here. Veigar doesn't quite get the kill, but he does a bit of damage before he goes. I want to get behind them. Get him, Daisy. Daisy dies. We can reset for Mej or just go for Shariz. Shariz is incredibly strong. Oh, I'm dead. I need Braum to R. Is he actually just going to let me die? I don't understand, but I guess it is what it is. Sometimes people, whether it be Veigar or Braum, want to save their R for next game. Not sure why, but I guess that way they can have 2 Rs instead of 1 R. I'd assume that's what it is. So you stack them up. Very nice. Inherently, Ivern's biggest weakness. To some degree, he is team reliant. So if your team decides they want to save for next, then it is what it is. Keep playing for drags. We'll gank this from bush. I'll use oracles here. Check all the bushes. That was a huge waste. I don't know if Braum's trying to bait them or what. So that's what he was saving it for, huh? We get Daisy out there. We threw her out a little bit late. Down they go. Daisy tank. Very nice. Come on, Daisy, attack. We haven't stepped in bush, so we're losing a little bit of damage. There we go. There's our bonus damage. Even applies against turrets. Nice. Dragon up in 48. Can I afford Shariz? I can. It wouldn't be bad to reset here. Probably get away with sticking around. Got a plant here to munch on. If you don't want to jump to your snare and you want to just keep autoing, just use attack move click. Because if you click on them directly, like you would for just a standard auto attack, then after you land your snare, that's how you jump to somebody. So against certain champions, if it's like an Irelia or something, you may not want to jump to them because they'll shred you down. I'll go take Scuttle real quick with Smite. Maybe not. I don't really want to use Smite here. I'll just get it going. They're going to group up for this fight. Gragas still isn't a full item, so we should be able to make something happen here. Braum going a bit too deep. I'm going to have to go help him. Ashe uses R and misses. I have Daisy ready. This is an easy fight. I have my control word still as well. I'll go inside the bushes. You can't hide objectives in bushes, but you can hide in the bushes. Your bushes also give you vision for 3 seconds after you lay them. That's annoying. Dragon trying to reset. Got it. Easy peasy. I'm going to shield myself since he's trying to focus me down. Down they go. I can ghost for this. Got him snared out. Oh, that's not good. Attack, Daisy, attack! Nasus is getting big ghost extensions. Gotta get my teammates out here though. Trying to bait out that shield. Fight went a little bit haywire for sure. I would like to get Mej. Mej would complement my build. Amazing. Having that extra movement speed and damage output. Can't really afford it though. We'll go Chemtech Putrefire next. It's very easy to activate it with a big AoE E-pop or with a snare, or even with Daisy doing magic damage. You can apply it that way as well. It's pretty much always just Shariz and the Chemtech Putrefire on Ivern. 19 out of 20 times. Third item, bit situation. You can go for Zanias, you can go for Redemption or Flowing Water. Just whatever will work best for that specific situation. They're fighting without me. I'll use Shariz to get there. Get my slow on him. I'd like to snare him after he's already stunned. And then I'll smite him afterwards if I needed it. You pretty much always want to, if possible, A, be close, B, slow them with smite, or C, slow them with E, or all of the above before you throw out your snare. Because your snare is easy to dodge, so if you're not close and if they're not slowed in any way, it's going to be hard to land it consistently. It's just something to think about. Easy Herald. We have 8 KP out of 11. We have Grags has 7 KP. We have more KP plus dual drags. The higher level you are, the faster your charm goes off. So you can... Your pathing honestly changes quite a bit. And the type of things you look for while you're waiting for your stuff to finish. It could be laying a ward, invading the enemy's jungle with your smite up to steal a quick camp, then falling back. I'll take this. You should go grab a free red buff. Or Kaisa. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We have Bush speed up. You can leave Bush go really fast. Toss out the Daisy into a snare. We got the GPR, which is nice. Trying to stick the Daisy on top of the Ashe there. Shield the Kaisa so she doesn't die. Daisy goes really fast when you layer. She's got quite a bit of speed, kind of like Tibbers when you first lay. And smite this out. Bit of a weird fight I'm seeing here. I'll ghost for it. Put a shield on Kaisa. Get down a bush. We want to have empowered autos. Got a little thing on Nasus there. That was an interesting flash. The enemies don't have vision of what's going on in the bush, so they don't really know. We missed our snare. That's alright, though. Nasus is in a weird spot. Mord really should have just went in on that. I don't know why he didn't. Kaisa nearly just died there because my E was on a cooldown. We'll go and Shariz us out of here. Big AoE speed up. 30% per 4. My goodness. Yeah, we're out of there. We don't need to die for that. Blue coming up. We can stick around and charm everything real quick. He just killed Kaisa. Oh my gosh. Kaisa's a goose. Yeah, we can go for Mej now. Dragon up in 40. I'll go ahead and charm everything real quick. Mord's pretty fed, but we don't really need any more kills. We can coast on drags. Playing near their turrets or playing where they have a player advantage is a lot of risk for us right now. The fight's so pointless. I'm gonna reset. We should have time to get back because we have tier 2 boots. We'll also have the Mej. I don't need to finish Chemtech Putrefier. The Oblivion Orb gives full value to where there's really no incentive to finish it other than achieving the other stats. Which we will do for sure. It's just not in a rush. I'd rather have 10% movement speed from Mej. So we're moving 413 even in combat. It's really good. Most champion tier 2 boots move 380. We should be able to kite people out, keep our empowered autos on them. Powered autos doing additional 77 damage now. We only have 1 level in our W. Beggar gets the free blue. I'll go ahead and lay my control word here. This dragon fight's really important. This is going to set up Soul. Brahm's too far away. I can't really help him. We'll go ahead and utilize Boosh. Let Braum tank with the Eon. Smite at 1200. Down it goes. Playing around bushes with the blue jungle add-on. Ivern's so funny. It looks so unnatural being able to speed yourself up off of your W just because you have blue jungle item. It is what it is, though. The world is your oyster. You can go for green jungle item. You typically only do it against things like Fiddlesticks. It can help out a lot because of his sphere. I'll bring Daisy out. She might as well tank for us. I should put it on Kaisa so she's full health, but she needs to get closer to Baron if we're going to do that. If she's not even going to get close to it, then there's no point. So now we each got 300 gold, some extra stats. We can afford Chemtech Putrefier through our futures market. Q's only a 5-second cooldown. E's 3. So E is very spammable. Because it lasts for 2 seconds, so it's really only a 1.5 second cooldown. Kind of crazy. And if you count the slow, they're kind of just perma-slowed. Daisy's our same movement speed just about. Although you do have to stand still to cast W, since we have blue jungle item, it's kind of worth it for the speed up. To move 500 movement speed instead of 413. Get him, boys! No one wanted to jump to that? Seriously? Why are we not fighting that? It's because Vague's pretending he's Nasus top. Split pushing. Yeah, my team doesn't... Why did we not want a group? We have a big Ivern and a big Kaisa. This fight should be very easy. Come pop a snare on him. Get him, Daisy! Beat him up. Get on Ashe. I'm gonna kite her back out. Back in she goes. Oh, Ashe had a bad misclick there. We're gonna Sharia's into them. I'm gonna put it back on Daisy. She's slowed. We get her snare. Daisy's tanking. Smite him down. Get in lots of autos. And we put E on Kaisa. With Bush speed ups, Bush extra damage, and Daisy tank. We have some options. Now we just pretty much spam shield on Kaisa since she's fed. If we pill for her, we win. Oh, I don't want to have to deal with Nasus. This Gragas is being a pest. Let's get out of here. I'm going to take his Raptors on the way out. Oh. Alright, let's get out of here. Bush speed up away. My team's out. You don't need to panic here. The enemies are over chasing, hoping someone's going to start their recall or something. Come on, Daisy, get in there, boy. Gonna auto that down. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Daisy gets a big knock up. I didn't land my snare though. I could put my Eon more since he's in there pretty deep. Down goes Daisy. We're kind of just waiting for Drag Soul now. It's really all we need right now to finish off this game comfortably. Ivern is an incredibly low risk jungler since he's ranged. And he gets away with going cheesy mobility like early tier 2 boots, Mej, water walking, blue jungle item. Very low risk. You can generally always choose your engages and choose when to disengage. Big fight happening without me. Let's push speed up. I might be able to get there in time. Definitely I can get there in time. Stun him out. Get him with the snare, auto. E, smite. I need Bush speed up though. Trying to stun him out. Down he goes. Let's get back to Kaisa. Oh, yeah. Come on, Daisy. Get him, boy. My teammates aren't too interested in chasing, which is actually the right call since Drag Soul's up. All we need is Drag Soul. And that should be GG's. Drag Soul very balanced. We don't even have low CS necessarily for how much we've been ganking. We're at 146. Very solid. Awesome and awesome. 2 blue buffs, 2 red buffs. It seems very arbitrary that Ivern can even do that. It's a little OP because he's not a bad champion, but then your team being able to have 2 blue buffs and 2 red buffs seems a bit much, I will say. I hate playing against Ivern because you can never kill him. He just runs away and snares you. Speeds up from touching bush when his blue jungle item's finished. Get him, Mord! I missed my snare. The slow on Mord seems to be doing quite well, though. Go, Daisy, go. Ooh. Turret's racking up damage on my Daisy. I'll ghost for this upcoming fight. Oh, Daisy lands the slow, so I land the snare. Pop my Sharias there for the speed up. Give us some bushes. Nice. Try to find a snare. We'll let more tank for us. I should have held on to a bush. You should always hold on to 1 bush on Ivern for your extra damage. Plus for vision, outplay potential, and blue jungle item speed up. Down he goes. Got him stunned, but just need a little bit more damage. We're all full health just about, except for Braum. Braum's the only one who's getting ticked down a bit. I need to get my Daisy in there. I'll put my shield on Mord since they're focusing him. The Daisy's getting hard focus. Down goes Daisy. It's hard for them to penetrate all of our kind of utility, I'd say. Autos are doing an additional 110 damage. So our autos are doing 200 damage before their resistances. Got my snare on the Ashe. Everyone could dash to that if they wanted to. I don't know if they understand how that works. They have to click on them directly, like for a standard auto attack. Him snaring me doesn't do a whole lot, so I don't have to auto in fights to get high value. You should put it on Kaisa or Mord. Oh, I almost timed it, kind of. No! No, that sucks. Couldn't get away from Nasus. He's on ghost extensions. What a funny game. We'll go redemption next. Can we actually can't end here. Nasus is killing everybody. Oh wow, he kills the GP. Down he goes. Nasus is at 600, nearly 700 stacks. We can handle it. We were all attacking somebody different instead of focusing Nasus. Autos are now only doing 95 extra damage because we lost a lot of AP from losing mesh stacks. You could make the argument for Zhonya's here. I can't afford it though. Rylai's is decent enough, but we already have an AoE slow and an AoE knockup to where it's not quite as good as you think it would be. 20 ability haste. No, I think I'd rather have redemption. If you don't like activatable items, you shouldn't get redemption. Instead, just go, yeah, like Staff of Flowing Water, since it's non-activatable. It's just whenever you shield an ally, you and them both get extra AP. So I could put that on Veigar. But that's the thing. Like, let's say we had like a Diana. That would be really good. Because we want someone who's going to be blowing up our shield on top of all of them. But if I'm putting on Veigar, he's not going to be in melee mode. So there's just not much point. Oh, what a juke. What a juke. He got out. No way. Go, Daisy, go! Whoa. Gragas barrel just exploded. And my whole team just stepped on it. Why does everyone keep stepping on Gragas barrels? No, what is this fight? I think we can end here as long as we focus the Nasus. Oh, yep, he got it. Yep, that is GG's. They can't really even step up here. And that's GG's. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we were not the lowest in the game. We were ahead of Ashe, Shen, and Braum. Pretty happy with that. For damage taken, middle of the pack. Actually the lowest, but still close to most of the players. And for self-mitigated, pretty low. But what about shielding done? Let me look at that real quick. So damage taken, 16,000. For ally shielding, we did 14,000. So if you count damage taken and ally shielding, we were way higher. For runes, lots of value from the Aerie and Nimbus. Ivern jungle is a lot of fun. I would not recommend him though if your team is already extremely AP heavy, since all of Ivern's damage is magic damage. And I would not recommend him if your team is lacking damage. If your team is already super tanky and you just don't have any damage, then there's no point, because who's going to do the damage? Who are you pilling for? So that's just something to think about. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.